Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, December 26th, and this is the search news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable, seroundtable.com. First off, I'm not feeling well, so I apologize for my voice. Alright, Pigeon. The Google Pigeon algorithm, which launched mid-2014, around July 2014 this year in the US, has now rolled out globally in all English locales, with the exception of India. So Google launched this out, people noticed, and Google confirmed it, saying, yes, this has launched specifically not just in, obviously, the US, but also in Australia, Canada, and the UK, as well as all other English language, specifically language-speaking locales, with the exception of India for some reason. So that's something you guys should know, and obviously this was released over the holiday period. Google's John Mueller explained and clarified something that was very important. So we knew this already, it's nothing new really, but people thought that, remember we talked about how on desktop specifically, if Google would find content hidden in a tab or in expandable links, it would discount or discredit that content and not necessarily write that content for the keywords in it. So the thought was, people were arguing saying, hey, this also applies to mobile, because mobile, a lot of this stuff is collapsed because it's not good for users to see so much content on a mobile interface. So I asked John Mueller, based on what I know, is that basically most of Google's ranking factors, even on mobile, are inferred from the canonical desktop version. And John Mueller said that's correct. He said that in this case, the expandable content or the tab content on mobile, if there is no such thing on the desktop canonical version of that page, there's not going to be any discounting of that content. So it's okay. You can pretty much hide content on, obviously, without the intent of actually spamming people on mobile, as long as the intent's there currently, at least. Google's John Mueller also said in that hangout that Google is working on something very exciting, or fun stuff, specifically fun stuff, around the Google Webmaster Tools Search Query Report. John Mueller said this at the 25-minute mark, at the 25-minute and 55-second mark in that video, basically answering a question about improving the search query stuff, saying that Google's Webmaster team, or Webmaster Tools team, is working on fun stuff around that, and they're pretty deep into it, it looks like, so that's very interesting to see, and hopefully we'll see something soon on that front. Google also answered a question about app indexing. This is a very technical question about app indexing. He's saying, what if you have a mobile site that has a different URL, like an m.url, than your desktop? How do you go ahead and link your app indexing canonical attributes to that? Do you link to the mobile version? Do you link to the desktop version? And John Mueller said you do both. He said, provide app deep links for both mobile and desktop sites, and verify both the mobile and desktop sites in the Google Play via connected sites. So you definitely want to take a look at that if you are doing app indexing. So Google's now showing song lyrics or music lyrics directly in the search results and major snippets of it. So here's an example. You do a search for Stairway to Heaven lyrics, and up comes Google's answer box right here. The way to get to the actual results, the lyric sites, is to go scroll past the answers and so forth. But if you don't want to make it that far, you can get to the full lyrics directly on Google's own Google Play. Google's licensing that content, so it's okay, but all those lyric sites that used to rank well for lyrics queries, they're out of the, I guess, they're, like I said, another one bites the dust in terms of the knowledge graph. So I'm sorry to say that. Google AdWords has added a new feature called Store Visits. It basically gives you a way, or merchants a way, or retailers, advertisers a way, to track possible store conversions, in-store conversions, after somebody searched for you on the web. They're using your location data in an anonymous way. They're not necessarily tailoring a specific query a person who queries something to a specific store, but they're not passing that data to the advertiser, but they're using approximate aggregate data to infer what the possible conversion would be for people searching for certain queries, going to that store, and then obviously converting and buying something. So they're actually testing this out with a bunch of advertisers. They're called store visits, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely the future of tracking. And if you are a Google Shopping advertiser, campaign manager, you can now be certified as a Google partner specifically for Google Shopping campaigns. So you definitely want to take a look at that test. I'm told it's fairly easy and it's very quick to pass. There's a new Google Easter egg specifically for a search. Here, take a look at this. Bletchley Park. You do a search and then, let me just do it. We'll do it live. Sorry, the internet on this device is not so there. It's cracking the code, as you can see here. And obviously the story behind this is that this is the central place where the UK was able to break a lot of the cipher codes during World War II, specifically the German codes that led to their allies winning. So that's another Google Easter egg. It's the holidays. So Google has their holiday logos. So they had 3 sets of logos primarily. One was this logo, it was animated. Another one was this logo, and this was actually a video logo, which actually took people through the process of getting ready for the holidays and spending time with the family. So it was pretty nice to see. So that was the holiday stuff. John Mueller himself was working over the holidays, specifically on Christmas Eve and as well as Christmas Day. So I dressed him up as a Santa Claus, as a Santa hat. But it's nice to see, again, Googlers working on Christmas Day as well as on New Year's. And finally, a big congratulations to Duane Forrester. As you know, he was let go in mass Microsoft layoffs about 2-3 months ago. I guess Microsoft saw the outcry from the community. I told Microsoft in my blog post originally that was a big mistake to let Duane Forrester go. He was basically the connection between webmasters and Bing, kind of like the Matt Cutts of Bing. And it seems like he announced on his blog this week that he's back at work. He has a new job working again for Bing. Bing hired him back. He's working in basically the same type of thing, but he's actually have different types of responsibilities. He will definitely be speaking in conferences and blogging and stuff like that, but he has a different, I guess, segment. Like maybe he has a different person paying the payroll for him. In any event, it's a big win for both Duane Forrester as well as Bing for having him back. And that pretty much recaps the Search Buzz video recap. Again, my name is Barry Schwartz. Again, I apologize for my voice. Today is December 26, 2014. Everyone have a great holidays and have a happy new year. And I'll speak to you guys next week. Everyone, be well, and I'll speak to you